Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I'm going to show you an incredible story of survival. And another story, or another time, the justice system falls short and the victim gets screwed over. Lady you see up here in the dark, right? This lady doesn't want to be announced or identified, but I mean, they'll tell you who she is. In February of last year, this woman was shot 6 times after filing a restraining order a few days before from her ex-boyfriend or father of her 7-year-old child, which you'll see also up in here. This guy was recently given 23 years for what he did to this woman. You'll see it on video. And she talks about her story of survival and her long road to recovery and how she almost gave up several times because the pain and the rehab was so great. But she had a lot of motivating factors, her son being one, and to see this guy in court. Guys, this is a messed up story, man. I don't understand how it got to this point where dudes are just doing all kind of stupid stuff to prove that when they want to mess with somebody, a person can't do anything to stop them from being around them, so on and so forth. They need to do something about this, man. They need to really put the foot down and drop the hammer on people that do this type of stuff instead of playing patty cake with them in the courtroom with all these stupid charges to where this person gets another chance at freedom after trying to take somebody's life. Here's the story.
Tonight, for the first time, we're hearing from a young Northern Virginia woman who was shot 6 times by her son's father and survived. Her injuries were so severe she was unable to testify in the case against him. But her cell phone video of the attack became key evidence.
Northern Virginia Bureau Chief Julie Carey met with the woman and her brother to hear about their journey, which started at the brink of death. We want to warn you, some of this video is disturbing.
Her own cell phone video captures the start of the terrifying gunfire that changed Esther's life forever. 6 gunshots, leaving her with permanent injuries, leaving her for now tethered to a trach tube she must use to speak. She's asked us to conceal her identity.
I struggle to breathe. I struggle to talk with it.
The man who nearly killed her, Colin Zajay, her son's father, just sentenced to prison. Her severe injuries and long recovery meant Esther was unable to testify at trial, but she's able to tell her story now. It was just days after she got a protective order against Ajay in February of 2023 when he came to her Fairfax County apartment, confronting her in the hallway with a gun. She says she pretended to text as she started recording this video.
I knew I had to catch something. If I'm going down, I wanted something to capture.
And when the gunfire began, she was driven by one thought: get outside.
Everything went black. If it's gonna kill me, somebody at least will be outside to see something. So I knew I had to run outside for my life.
Esther ran toward a neighbor's patio. Security camera video showing Ajay continuing to fire, one shot ricocheting off the ground. First responders arriving quickly. Even with 6 bullets in her body, Esther finds the strength to whisper her attacker's name.
What's his name? What is it?
Do you remember the pain?
I was numb. I didn't feel any pain from the shot. Even when he kept shooting, I didn't feel any pain. I just felt my body slowing down. Shutting down.
When she got to Inova Fairfax Hospital, doctors testified that Esther was clinically dead. Her brother, Ebenezer Arco, fearful he would lose his closest of 4 siblings.
There's a person that has been shot 6 times. The likelihood of her surviving, to me, was very little.
These doctors, they fought hard to bring me back.
Esther did not leave the hospital until May. She says in the early painful weeks, she almost gave up. The love for her 7-year-old and her brother's frequent presence, giving her the encouragement she needed.
Seeing my son was the biggest motive support for me. It pushed me to live, even though at some point I almost gave up.
Even though Esther's injuries left her unable to attend the trial in December or even testify, she was able to be in court last week in a wheelchair as the judge sentenced Ajay to 23 years in prison. It was the first time she'd seen him since the gunfire. He offered no apology.
I wanted him to look at me. I wanted him to see my reaction. But he turned around and 1 second. But deep down, he knows what he did was wrong.
With an intent to kill the mother of her child. With no remorse, that is an evil person.
Esther and Ebenezer have high praise for the first responders, the detectives and prosecutors who handled her case. But a mistake made by prosecutors during the trial meant a charge that carried a possible life term had to be dropped.
And I'm not mad at the person. I'm just upset the system couldn't allow her to get their lifetime.
Esther's new life often confined to her bedroom, her colorful artwork brightening it up. She had to move in with her brother, who now cares for her and her son. She must use a walker or wheelchair to get around. You become brother and caregiver.
It happened overnight, yes.
The latest of Esther's many surgeries coming this week at UVA Health to close the tracheostomy and repair her airway.
And I pray they'll be able to fix my airway, so I don't have to depend on my trach forever.
Esther's big smile only growing larger as she shares her greatest, very simple hope to someday be able to once again take her son to parks and playgrounds, to leave her wheelchair behind, and to walk unassisted alongside her little boy. Reporting for News 4, I'm Julie Carey.
Guys, let's pray this woman makes a smooth recovery and she does get to walk again and function properly, at least for her child. And shout out to her brother for accepting responsibility. What I didn't record is this guy had to take less hours now because he has to take care of his sister and her son. So respect to him, man. You know what I'm saying? Family staying strong in time of need. But man, this is messed up. 23 years in prison ain't enough. He's sitting up there in jail. He didn't click the gun. She was smart. And this is the part I want you to think about. She already knew he was already angry. And I'm more than sure he didn't already issued threats. That's why she went and got the restraining order. But you cannot tell me that don't give you chills to where this woman felt as though she had to hit record and act like she was texting to record him, his voice, or whatever happens to her to make sure he's caught because she thought it was over. She said she thought she was going to die and her instinct was to get outside so somebody could see him kill her because she knew she was on her way out of here. Just think about that goes through an average citizen's mind because they dealing with a moron that refuses to leave him the fuck alone. And this happens all the time. I'm going to tell you something. They gave this guy 23 fucking years. That's a slap in the face of this woman on her road to recovery. And everything her and her child went through. Just think about that. 23 years in prison ain't shit. It's not. Especially for somebody like him. He'll get out and try to find her again. And I'm going to tell you something about jail. Reason why it's so easy to go back? When you go in jail, it's like suspended animation. The way your life was exactly when you was apprehended in the real world, you go back to that. That's the last thing you connect to when you come out. Where do you think he gonna go and seek? Think he gonna leave her alone? No. He gonna go look for her because that's the last thing he gonna pick up where he left off. It's crazy. Course of a technicality, we can't get life. You tried to kill somebody. And that's the thing. Anybody that tries to willingly kill somebody, you know what they say, attempted murder and first degree murder, second degree murder. Fuck that. You tried to kill somebody or you killed somebody, you got to get the fuck out of here. You got to go. How come there's so many different technicalities on a simple action or a simple reasoning for said action? That's why I don't like the justice system. Shit full of shit. Shit stupid. How many people we seen this past year in stories I covered when the trials come up get hosed when it's their time for real justice? Don't take the law into your own hands. You ain't got a right to defend yourself. You ain't got a right to stop people from stealing your shit. You ain't got a right when people come in your house and try to fuck you up, fuck your kids up, fuck your wives up. It's always some type of protocol that you got to follow and keep in your head according to the guidelines of law on self-defense on how to protect yourself when somebody try to kill you. Don't worry about justice. Call us. We'll help. Listen, call 911 right now. Just call 911 right now. It'll take 3 minutes before you talk to a live person. You'll be dead by then. It's a lot of stupid shit out here, man, and I'm not feeling it. Seriously, a lot of this shit that's going on right now is open and shut. You did it. Get them the fuck out of here. For real. Start saving taxpayer dollars, because now people that pay taxes, you know what I'm saying? Even they tell you, you're paying taxes is the right thing to do. You're feeding this motherfucker in jail, wherever he's at. People in that area are feeding that piece of shit. Could have been you or could have been your daughter. Some of you women out there, when you think about that shit, and they expect them to pay and take care of pieces of shit like this that shouldn't be here in the first place. The effect it had on that kid, the brother, the financial strain, just the mental anguish, all of that, the long road of recovery this woman got. Come on, that ain't enough? Man, it's like they coddle criminals, man. I'm sick of this shit. Shit is whack. And then when you go and talk to them, oh, well, we'll do this. We're doing it. Listen, it don't affect you until it affect you. That's why this shit don't get done. And people in the lower rungs of the ladder are constantly getting torn up the frame, while those up top that's supposed to do something and claim they do something keep spinning you in circles because they don't give a shit because it's not happening to them. That's the soapbox, and I'm going to jump off of it. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thankfully, this woman survived. She's not like she was, but she's here. And that's enough for her son and brother. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.